Hi everyone, welcome back to Falcon's House. Today I want to talk about remasters or remakes in general, but specifically I want to talk about the Spider-Man PS5 remake. Let me move around the couch here. My controller's dying, so I'll charge it while I play. Anyway, so what I want to talk about is so I've been playing this game. This is on the Epson 5040UB in 1080p mode. It's not in the 4K mode. It's not on the HDR. Like, it doesn't have all the bells and whistles. It's performance ray tracing mode, which is a 60 FPS. But like, they've already added so much to this game. Like, this game is beautiful now, even in 1080p, and it really kind of shows that like resolution isn't really that important to a good visual at this point. Like 1080p is fine. Yeah, 1440p and 4K look better and sharper, but I would rather play like 1080p, 120 FPS, which this can't do. But I'd rather actually do that resolution than do 4K 60 or anything like that. As long as I could keep HDR and ray tracing, like the window reflections and everything are so good here now. This didn't exist. It was just kind of gray if you don't have ray trace reflections on. So it's kind of an interesting setup. The other thing I want to talk about is like this game got remastered and was a $20 add-on to Miles Morales, which I haven't actually played. Like I replayed this before I was gonna play that, and I was thinking about it. And it was like The Last of Us Part One remake that everybody's complaining about, and it's like it's not really that big of a deal. It's not unavailable on a modern platform and modern looks and modern game development. And playing this with like instantaneous load times is super nice, and the improved visuals and everything else. Like this looks incredible, right? Like I mean, this is 135 inches of Spider-Man. It feels really realistic. This storyline's great. Like this game will hold up for a long time. Like end of generation, this game will still look solid. Like I think that's the biggest thing for me with graphics is how good everything looks now, even in like open world games. Everything looks amazing. It's not like early PS1, PS2, PS3 where like stuff didn't really age well and really needs to be remastered. I mean, some games don't, but a lot of it does. A lot of it can benefit from modern rendering techniques, graphics, draw distances, but like going forward from here, we'll probably need fewer to fewer remakes as long as it just supports the newer hardware because older games are still gonna look amazing. Like this is still gonna look great in 10 years. Somebody's gonna be like, "Oh, this looks bad," but we're just gonna have things that are more and more lifelike. And I just kind of think we're gonna be to the point where we're at in 5, 10 years, maybe 2 to 3 generations from now, if all the generational improvements happen where like 4K 120 is a regular thing. I think 4K 120 could happen in this next generation with DLSFs and FSR and stuff on the NVIDIA 40,000 series and the Radeon 7,000 series. Like those are going to be big boosts by themselves. So that's where I'm just at with this whole thing right now. Like we're going to see more and more lifelike stuff, easier and easier development tools. We're going to see Unreal Engine 5 games are going to look incredible, and so it's it's absolutely we're in a great place with gaming. There's a lot of stuff coming out. Like the sequel to this is going to be awesome. My guess is it'll get pushed to 2024, but still, it's really amazing to look at. And so this is going to be kind of my new format that I'm going to be doing on YouTube instead of just doing comparisons or showing a trailer. I will do those things occasionally, but I'm just tired of doing the same old content over and over again and getting like 5 views. So I'm going to try to do more voiceover opinion content and just show gameplay. And it might be on this screen, it might be on the LG C1, it might be on the PC on the Alienware. It might not even be on the monitor directly. It might just be game capture using like Twitch streaming and then just exporting my Twitch stream to YouTube and then having done voiceover there too. Like it's gonna come in a variety of different formats, and I'm gonna end up doing fewer videos almost certainly. Like instead of doing 2 releases a week, maybe 1 release a week or every other week, or maybe not even that. Maybe I take 2 weeks off or 3 weeks off. Um, so I don't really want to deal with all that necessarily. It's just kind of how it is at this point. Like, I don't really have that much options for recording and whatever until I can get better stuff. But maybe, like, realistically, until we have 4K 120 hertz capture cards, it's not really a point in upgrading too much anyway. So, but yeah, I just finished this game's main campaign. I had played it back on PS4 when it first came out, but I hadn't played any of the DLC, and I hadn't played the Miles Morales one either. So that's probably another 20, 25 hours. And I did play this when I replayed it this time. I played on the easiest difficulty with all the skips and no QTEs and whatever, just to make it go as fast as possible, rather than trying to do it. I'm just playing for story, and I'll probably play those for story too. It's a good story, it's fun, but I'm not looking for like the most challenging combat like some people are. So, but anyway, I think that's probably my thoughts on this. Maybe I'll have some more thoughts if the last one's remastered actually comes out or whatever. But in general, I don't mind remasters. I wish this game hadn't charged $20, but it is what it is at this point. And most games are getting multi-generation releases now, or maybe we're going to move to just where everything is now PS5 and Series X releases and no previous gen. But anyway, thanks for watching. This is my new stuff. Have fun.